I met Vajii in office. Yeah.
So, funny story. We met like just a month and a half ago, and we started bonding. How did we start bonding? We started pulling a common friend's leg. Oh no! So we started pulling Manisha Das' leg in her absence, obviously. So yeah, that's how we started bonding. I was like, "Arey, ye." And then we both are from KV. The KV instant bond.
So, along with Vajii, a lot of new folks joined in our class 8D. And then Vajiram, Rajesh and Vikas Vajiram and Rajesh were similar looking at that time. So, uske baad Vajiram sent Orkut requests to a lot of people. I was one of them, and that is how I actually noticed there's one person, Vajiram karke, in my class, and whenever he would introduce himself, Vajiram, कोई उसका नाम Vajiram का नाम ठीक से pronounce नहीं कर पाता था, so he always had to repeat himself. So the whole class used to hear Vajiram twice. So that used to happen. So 8th D was the first time I met him.
I met Vajiram officially in college, but unofficially I'd known him when I was in 11th standard through a friend of mine. And funny story, I had a very different view of him back then when I was in 11th standard, because I didn't really know him and I had heard only things, and then I used to really think that he is, this really bad guy who's after girls and I don't know what, but it was not good. And then I met him in college and we became really close friends, and things, just changed completely. My perspective changed completely, and I'm so glad that I did get that opportunity to be his friend. Yeah.
He was like, he's Manisha and Priyanka's classmate from school, so all of them joined together, like the college. And I met him, like, I know that he remembers the story very like he'll mock me around this, but I don't want to say like how we met him, because then it's just like funny when it comes from his mouth. But yeah, so we met in the corridor, like, near our classes, and he was, with one of his friends, and then, I did not see him or did not talk to him, so he felt that I ignored him. So that was like really funny, and then he made fun of that like for a very long time.
Vajii, to me, I think, let's say that you're in a foreign country. That feeling of finding Rajma Chawal in a completely stranded place, I'm like, "Arey, mil gaya, yahi to chahiye tha." That is Vajii for me. Ekdam feeling of home, that one friend that you can connect to next level, and then you bond somehow. You don't have to push yourself, you don't have to force anything, it comes naturally. So yeah, Vajii is the Rajma Chawal of my life, I would say.
Vajiram is one friend that I can depend on anytime, any day, any point of life. I think he has seen my bacha wala side, teenage wala side, adult, and then working wala side, so he knows how I react to different situations, and I think he's a very good person whenever I need help. Yes, of course, school में परेशान कर देता था, but then it was fun. Like, even I used to trouble him, he would trouble me, he would call me MD, which I didn't like at that time. Manisha Das को MD बना लिया, look at first letter, and he would call me Rasgulla and all of these things. तो उसके बाद मैं भागती थी वजीरम के पीछे कि बहुत बुरा कर रहे हो तुम वगैरह वगैरह, but then वहीं से I think our friendship got strong.
Did you ever get to beat him?
I think मुक्का तो मारा ही होगा मैंने.
Vajiram to me is a very special friend. I think I've known him for around 5, so I think I've known him for around 9 years, and he's one of the most closest male friends that I have. We share a really special bond, and I know that even though I do not talk to him every single day or the way we used to, but I know that he's always going to be there for me no matter what happens, and he's forever going to be one of my closest friends, and I can always rely on him.
Vajii is my best friend. And yeah, that's it for the time being though.
So Vajiram is like really special, like one of my closest friends. and I've known him since like 8 years now. And I think even like there was this time like 2 years in pandemic when we were not talking a lot, and because I was busy with my work, he was busy with his work, and that time was actually like that. So I think even during that time, like even if we don't speak for a very long time, like when we meet, like there's nothing basically changed. And I think that is the definition of a true friend. So that way I would say that he's really, really special, and I definitely count him as like my top bunch of friends. And people I'm like most comfortable with. He's like one of those people.
I think Vajii should become a person who can talk to women nicely. Talk to women nicely. Right now, he sees a woman, he likes a woman, and like, oh, bhai kya haal chal. I think that won't get him a partner like that.
I really want to become. I'm confident that he'll become a great father, but I want to see him parenting a daughter. How will he take care of a daughter?
Definitely Dare, because Vajee, first of all, he's an open book. So whatever he says, I mean, you can vouch for getting the truth always out of him. Dare, because he's such a sport. You ask him to do something and he'll do it. Loves to take challenges. So yeah, whatever it is.
Dare, of course. And I have recently watched a video where Vajiram did Kajrare Kajrare. Only in front of few people. I want him to dance on a table in a in a restaurant, people full of crowd. There's huge crowd, and on the table he's dancing either on Kala Chashma or your Kajrare.
Nope.
I think I'd give him a dare because I believe he would tell me all his truth because I am his one true friend. If I want to give him a dare, I think right now one thing that I can think of is to sit with me in a car and I will be driving. So that's because like when I was learning car, Vajiram came for one of my lessons and he was really scared. So Vajiram, that's your dare, to sit with me in a car when I am driving, or give me your car, I'll drive your car. Yeah, that's your dare.
A dare. Yeah, a dare to work out on a regular basis. That is the dare I'm giving you.
Like a dare to come on a marathon with me. That will be a dare I'm giving him.
Can I say a combination of sports person and dancer? Probably a sports person who dances on the field.
We call them cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders. Arey nahi, Manisha.
I think he should be a nanny or a preschool teacher where he's taking care of toddlers, potty training them, making them how to read, scribbling with them on walls, and then teaching them how to stop something or everything. I think it'll be fun to just see him. There'll be videos viral all over the internet if Vajiram is there and managing toddlers.
A dancer. He's an amazing dancer and he loves dancing and he expresses himself. But I personally think that he is a really good videographer and cinematographer and photographer, and he already is doing that. Like his YouTube videos are amazing, and the way he takes the shots and the way he edits those videos, and his mind works really well, creating those videos, and he's really good at it. And I keep telling him as well that he should probably join some wedding photographer team or something like that, because his brain has that ability to think differently when he is creating those videos. What kind of audio to take, what kind of video shot to take, and combine everything. And he is really creative there and really good at it. And I keep telling him, and I will tell him again, that he should probably pursue that path. That is his pure talent.
He can be anything. Sports person is something that I would vote, or VFX, VFX personal, or dancer. Yeah, he has some good moves.
Naughty, yes, very naughty, very naughty. He plays pranks on people. I'm such an innocent person, but he plays pranks on people. He'll start dancing some randomly. So after work, we try to stay at office for having some fun, playing TT and whatever. So the Vajii that you see then, post shift hours, and the Vajii that you see in shift hours is completely different. When it comes to cracking jokes, when it comes to watching some funny videos on YouTube and whatever kind of fun that you're looking for, Vajii is your go-to person. If you want to play a prank on someone and if you want a company, Vajii is like by default your +1 for that.
Yes, he is naughty, capital YES in bold. He loves playing pranks, and I have been a victim of a lot of pranks pehle, but I enjoy them. So there was one time, I think 2014 या 15 engineering के time पे होली चल रहा था, and he just called me up कि बनिशा थोड़ा नीचे आ जाओगे, I have some work. मैंने बोला ठीक है, कलर वलर मत लगाना वजीरम, बिकॉज आई डोंट लाइक ऑल ऑफ दैट. उसने बोला ठीक है मैं नहीं लगाऊंगा. मैं नीचे गई, उसने कलर नहीं लगाया, पूरी क्लास के बॉयज थे वहाँ पे, पूरे बॉयज ने कलर लगा दिया मेरे ऊपर, बट ही डिडंट. सो दैट प्रूव्स कि ही इज वेरी नॉटी.
Vajiram is very naughty. He, I think, has this brain of a child, and whenever I am around him, I act like him. I reciprocate that energy when I'm around him, and he does this thing where he goes like "Andi bundi shandi jo na bola," and it's so childish, and yet I find it really really funny. So whenever I am around Vajiram, we go into that zone where we act like we are kids, and I really enjoy that. And yeah, Vajiram is definitely very very naughty. There's no question about that.
No, he's not. I don't think so. He's not. He's not at all naughty.
Obviously, like really naughty. Like if this question is there, then like I mean, is this even the thing to ask? He sometimes is like really annoying. Or like for instance, like at this point, like we work in the same organization, and we come across each other in office. It's exactly the same. Like sometimes I forget that we are in office and not supposed to behave like that, but he's always like making fun of you and being like very honest, funny in a funny way, like it's very so he's definitely naughty, like no doubt about that.
I think I'd want him to act like a hero. I watched this one South Indian movie, okay, wherein the hero was killing the villains with bananas. I would want Vajii to act in that movie. I think Vajii would do justice to that role. Completely, totally. With better graphics, killing with bananas.
Graphics भी वजीरम ही करेगा.
Yeah, correct.
I would choose villain. And let's pick South Indian में से कोई एक villain where he's full angry and बहुत जल्दी he's speaking dialogue, so dialogue delivery बहुत जल्दी हो रही है, and let's have him as a Tamilian villain. तो full ऐसे aggression भी आएगा, emotion भी आएगा. You have seen him most of the time, 95-99% of the times happy. You'll always see a smile on his face. It'll be interesting to see him play a villain part.
Vajiram in a movie is always going to be the best friend, the comedian, definitely. Maybe because I am friends with him and that's why I think, but he has that thing where he can be friends with anybody and he's really funny. So I think he's going to be that best friend and who makes everybody laugh and has that really good comic timing. So yeah, if there were a movie, he would be the best friend, also a comedian, cracking jokes and taking dig at their friends and just being there for their friends. So yeah.
Well, of course, he should be a hero. Yeah, he should be a hero, and also comedian because he has a very different comic sense. So that is something.
One day, one fair night, I was not feeling very happy. So I was like just clouded with thoughts. I was like at 2:30 in the night, I called Vajii. I was like, Vajii, airport chaloge? He's like, but I don't have a car. I'm like, okay, no problem. Scooty hai, chalte. And then we roamed around the city and then we went to the airport. 4:30 we were at the airport and then we came back. Our bumps were paining as hell. But then it was such a memorable thing and I'm like, you can rely on that person at any point of time and he'll be there for you.
Sweetest memory with Vajii would be, I think, recently, today, one of the sweetest. Rakhi बहुत पहले जा चुकी है, but he still has that Rakhi on his hand. Yesterday I noticed it. And I asked him कि why do you still have it? It's like कि सब लोग मुझे पूछते क्यों रहते हैं? राखी है, मैं पहन रहा हूँ, मुझे अच्छा लगता है. That was very sweet of him.
I think one of the most sweetest memories that I have with Vajiram is when he visited me in Bangalore, in my new place where I'm living. It was such an awesome day. We had so much fun. We watched an IPL match, and then we went and had snacks, and we played bowling, and then in the night we went to Rameshwaram cafe to eat dosa, and then ended up with some dessert. It was such a peaceful Sunday, or I think it was Sunday or Saturday, but yeah, it was a holiday, and had such a good time. Like it was so fun. It was we did all things simple, like everything was very simple and sober, but it was just the company, I think, that made that day really memorable for me. And yeah, that is one, I think, sweetest memory that is engraved in my head. Whenever I think of Vajiram, I think of that day. And funnily, he has created a YouTube video on his channel on about the same trip that he took to Bangalore. So I also have it in a video form to cherish it at a later point in my life if ever I forget this. But yeah, so right now it's there in my brain.
There are many memories, and one of the sweetest memories that I can recall is we went on a long ride near Hightex, and he bought me Bata shoes, Bata chappal. So that's one thing I remember.
Sweet, like we have done all funny kind of stuff. Like he once took me to this short film thing that was happening near Alwal, and that was really fun. And then he took me and my Hanisha to like one of this location where we did like some crazy photo shoot kind of a thing. So that was like really fun. Like, so I mean, you get to do a lot of things with him. I feel he'll always keep you entertained, and you're always comfortable with him. So that way, I think like it's so much fun to be with him. And happiest memories, like I think all of it, like the college times, and when we used to go to Necklace Road. I think one of the happiest was this one morning where when we, Priyanka and he, like we went to Necklace Road, and there was this small dog who was like chasing me and Priyanka, like we were really scared. He was making videos during that time, so that was a really oh no, I forgot. So there was this really, really funny memory where we went to Necklace Road, and we so he parked his bike near the Necklace Road, and then we went to some other station, and then we literally had to walk from one station to another near the tracks of the road, and it was really funny, like dead funny.
Proud moment, I think, again, office related, but the way he has ramped himself up, everything being new for him, the leadership, he himself, the team, everything being new, but he has picked up the process very quickly, and he started being one of the most reliable TLs. So yeah, I mean, he's turning out to be reliable both in professional and personal terms. Proud of him for that.
I think he doesn't take a lot of things personally. Like, I'll tell you things. In college, there were a lot of times where he had prepared a dance routine. Time इतना ज़्यादा हो गया था कि the organizers suggested कि we cancel your dance routine because वो at the end था, and preference was given to third years, fourth years, and we had just joined. But Vajiram convinced everyone, and he still performed, even though it was the last dance performance, but he did perform. So I think if he wants to, he will never, he'll do his best to get that in place. There's another thing. K-pop was not popular at that time. He built a team from scratch, took that team to Delhi, performed in front of BTS, I think, and not a lot of people know. And that time BTS was not popular. I think it was back in 2014 or 15, and he did that. So he learned K-pop and danced in front of BTS.
There are two things that I'm really proud of Vajiram. One is his creativity and love for creating videos and love for learning, because he has learned a lot of things from scratch. His his YouTube channel and how he's creating those animations and how he's creating those videos, editing them, cinematography, and he has learned all of that from scratch with his own willpower. So I really think that Vajiram is a very hardworking and somebody if they're passionate about something, they actually put in effort to learn something. So I am really proud of Vajiram to following his creative to follow creative guts and doing those things, because along with work sometimes it gets really hard, but I've never seen Vajiram not do something apart from work. So that's kind of inspiring as well for me, because he travels and takes solo trips, goes on bike with other friends, and then also create content, also create videos, and they are really, really high quality videos. So kudos, to that, and I'm really proud of you, Vaziram, for that. And one more thing is, this is something of an incident that happened with us that I really remember well. So right after our college exams got over, we went to Goa, the very first trip, and there were four of us and Vaziram was there, and we had such a great time. It was one of the most memorable trips that I've ever taken. We used to, get up early in the morning and then get ready, eat really good food, and take our bikes and, travel around Goa and visit these beautiful beaches, beautiful sights. So we had such a fun time. And so the incident so happens that we went somewhere and we got into trouble, with some people, and we were really scared, like me and there was Ritika as well. We were really scared, but at that time Vaziram, actually took control of the situation, and he sort of had this bravery to confront those people and also take panga with those people. It went to that level where they were annoyed at us because Vaziram took panga with them, but Vaziram was really brave there, and he was so mature, and we were just fresh out of college, and not even out of college, we had just given our exams. So he at that age had that maturity and also the bravery to confront those people who were localites, by the way, which is even more scarier. So I always remember Vaziram for that day when he basically was our knight in shining armor. So yeah, I am really proud of Vaziram for being brave and being so mature for the age he is.
A proud moment with Vajii is I'm happy for him. When he finally took the decision to switch his jobs. So yeah, that's something. But yeah, I'm happy for him.
So one thing that really is about Vajii is that he's very inspiring. Like, I feel really inspired by the things that he do. He takes up things, he learns skills. Like, if you look at his editing skills and everything that he has been very passionate about since the college time, and he's always wanting to learn new things, whether it's coding in a certain manner or creating something. Always he has that creative mind, and he's always been this person who has introduced a lot of things around creativity in our lives, and I really appreciate that. So there are a lot of proud moments with Vajii for sure.
Wish you many more returns of the day. Jay.
Vaziram, a very happy birthday. May you have a great year. You are an amazing person. This is the first and last time I'm telling you this. For reference, you can just, if you want to listen to it again, you can play this video again. But you are an amazing person, and I hope we stay like this forever.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Vaziram.
May you have a great year ahead.
May you stay healthy, wise, and naughty as always.
Happy birthday, Vajii.
How do you get so much energy? Where do you get so much energy from? Towards the end of the day, I'm like, no, I just want to go and crash at my place. And he's like, nahi, 2 ghanta TT खेलते हैं. The same is reflected in while playing TT as well. I barely move while playing TT. I'm like the pillar who's playing TT. And then he's like all over the place. Just wanted to ask, how do you get so much energy from?
So I really want to know that if he has to pick an age where he can go back and relive that phase, what age he would pick?
Yeah, I do want to ask Vaziram, when are you coming to Bangalore? Because the last time you came, I had such a blast, and come again, visit again, and again go eat pani puri, play bowling, and then go to Rameshwaram. So yeah, come to Bangalore.
Okay, so I'm not sure how old you are. You're definitely younger to me. You're 27 years old. So yeah, I want to know what are the things that he should accomplish or achieve, or a bucket list before he turns 30. Because I would ask myself that question. It's not you are entering 30, but I just want to know what are the things that he thinks that is not complete, or he hasn't reached that level yet. So what are those things? Tell me that one thing that you want to really do in the next 3 years in your 20s. So yeah, that's it.